let's leave the Man United one for now because there's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say with a name and you lot tell me what happened.
Yeah.
Bellingham.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys tell me something about?
Well,
him?
two things happened with Bellingham.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go on.
As far as I know.
Okay.
First one is he liked Trent's post about 7-0, so he got bare United fans pissed and they were like, I don't want him. Even if they were rumoured to have him, I don't want him, blah, blah, blah. You're scouts already.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. But I think the thing you're talking about is about yesterday, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where he was pissed about Chelsea.
Oh wait, he was pissed about a team and then he pushed someone and then
Chelsea.
everyone. Okay. Yeah, Chelsea.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Did you know about this?
Chelsea won.
Barely.
Oh, okay.
Chelsea won.
Mm.
And to be fair, I could see why he's pissed because the handball that they got shouldn't have been handball. I don't know why they was given. Like it's the same handball that was reviewed 5 times in the same match when Arsenal played Bournemouth, where the guy's hand is like this, the ball is literally where your foot is, so it's very close, and it hits his hand even though it's on his body. But they gave a penalty, and they made them retake the penalty as well.
Oh yeah.
To make sure they scored.
Seriously.
Yeah,
sort
so
of.
It's habits, right? Habits. Good.
So Bellingham got pissed at full time. He started pushing. He got into a scuffle with some player, but it's football, innit? It happens.
Yeah.
Like that sort of scuffle.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's sad.
Right.
But you must have seen that, innit?
Yeah, so I heard that Bellingham pushed someone and everyone started going crazy. The whole pitch.
Not crazy. It was just like, yo, break it up, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's a regular scuffle. It wasn't mad.
Okay.
But he lost composure.
Yeah. I feel like, understandably. Because he got knocked out the Champions League. Do you get it?
Oh
Is
yeah,
it?
that's a bit
Yeah.
peak. On Twitter, I saw his name like popping up, but I don't understand the context.
Oh.
And people were like getting onto him. Some people were saying like he performed the best on his team. People were saying like pretty privilege in football needs to end. Like, as in like, yeah, I saw a tweet that said like there's pretty privilege in football. Like he's actually not that good. He's just good looking.
Nah, he's good. He's definitely good.
That's the reason I was like, oh, what's going on? He must have. Yeah, that's what I saw.
Sure.
And last but not least, you guys' reaction to the 7-0 loss. Because I don't even know nothing about football, but it filled my Twitter post after post. But there's Hussein's tweets from the H-Squared podcast. Well, his tweets made me laugh. He's like, Man United, you don't have a family. You let the whole family down. You're like, you lot should be ashamed to go home.
I'm going to go out for a walk. Just call me when you guys are done with this.
No, I want to hear from Hamza
No,
first.
Hamza, no.
I want to hear from Hamza first.
Yeah, Hamza. Were you upset?
Were you upset? I don't think he was happy. I'll tell
Basically, what happened was me and you were out running. It was on Sunday. We were jogging. Then I go to Ali. I'm like, oh, we're losing 3-0. And then Ali's just like, oh, who, United? I'm like, yeah. Then I'm like, okay, cool. Let's just carry on doing our jog, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm on the way home and I'm just seeing my phone's just buzzing. I'm seeing 4. I'm like, oh, flip, okay. Then I'm seeing 5. When I saw 5, I was like, okay, I need to tune in. Like, what is going on? I go to the commentary. Wow. I start looking at what's happening. And I saw 6. Then I was thinking, okay, bro, it's going to end eventually. Then when I saw 7, I was like, yeah, long day, man. Like
man.
Bro, like I was already, when it got to 3, that's when I was already scared. I was thinking, okay, like it's Liverpool. They're just going to score 3-4 goals, end of the day. Then they just kept going and going and going. And then I was like, you know what? This is the first game. I'm not going to watch any highlights. As in, like, if you go on my YouTube right now, they keep recommending me Liverpool versus United 7-0. I said, wallahi, I'm not watching that highlight. Like, normally, I'm either watching the games or I'll catch the highlights. I'm not going to watch a single one of the goals. Because that's it's just like, bro, it's just embarrassing. Like, 7-0, like.
Would you agree with Chunkz when he said it's worse than 8-2?
You know what? I don't want to say the initial thought in my head. I was gonna like try and cook Chunkz, but I saw some people were cooking him on Twitter. You know, people were destroying
Chunkz is always
him.
holding stuff.
Yeah, like
oh nowhere.
It's recently, bro. I've seen it bare. I feel bad for
people
him.
have a hate for Chunkz.
That's what happens when you get like up.
Yeah, when you get like really, really famous and stuff, and people were just going for him. Like, I felt bad. I was like, eesh. But kind of in the moment, I was like, yeah, you can hold that, my guy. You can hold it. But then afterwards,
like
I'm thinking, yeah, bro. Like I was liking some tweets, but afterwards I was like, nah, this is actually peak. Like,
bro, even Arman commented, yeah, shush, you were singing to Chris Brown.
Bare guys were saying that. That was nuts. I feel bad.
It was
for
a bit
Chunkz.
nuts though. I can't lie.
What, the Chris Brown thing?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
Was he singing to Chris Brown though?
He was getting Ed as well, bro.
I don't know, bro. I felt bad. For him.
That's not my business to say.
But
like,
he was just having fun.
He could do what he wants.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. When I was
diverted from
like,
the United topic.
bro,
Yes.
you're better than this. We did.
I thought it was normal. I thought that I was just Chunkz having fun at the party with Philly.
Would you do that?
No,
Shawn
unless
Mendes.
it was Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, so you would.
But would you do that?
With the mic and start singing to him like
and then
Shawn Mendes.
he's not even like acknowledging you.
I feel like Ali would. He wouldn't care.
But you know what it is? It depends, because I wouldn't have the mic. But let's say I had the mic, bro, I wouldn't care. Like you said, I'll be having fun.
Yeah.
I'll be doing it. But then again, is Chris Brown what Shawn Mendes is to me to Chunkz?
Yeah, probably.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then
from well, I'm assuming so, but
then it's understandable. But
yeah.
Other than that, I don't understand what the heat was for, bruv.
It was just what are we talking about now?
Chunkz.
Oh, it was more Chunkz.
Yeah.
Oh,
do you guys think it was justified?
What?
What for the
All the hate comments.
Chris Brown one or the
for the
football
United tweet or for the
No, Chris Brown.
Oh, it was. Well, people just laughing at him. They weren't really.
Yeah, it wasn't
cooking
really hate.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, then
really
what the
hate.
hell was he getting cooked for the Man United thing?
Because people.
They just started bringing it up.
Yeah, they
like,
brought
bro,
up
you got
as-
head back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
you can't chat.
People just laughed that he was singing,
Yeah.
but people were cooking him for the United tweet. But to be fair, man, it's unacceptable. But we'll bounce back.
On the
We're
topic
still
of
third.
is it?
We won the Carabao Cup.
He's triggered.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. Like a part of my head was, I was thinking like,
As an unemployed guy who had nothing to do that weekend was sensational for sports. For me, the
Is
only
it?
thing that would have made it better is Man City losing.
yeah,
But Arsenal scoring a last-minute winner was amazing.
I heard that game was sick.
Not even last minute, last second.
Mm.
And then UFC was banging.
Mm.
And then the United game was just chef's kiss, you know. Like I don't even have I hate United, I hate Tottenham, and I don't even love Liverpool like that. But it's just there's two players that make me hate United. Like I just want to, like if it was something physical, I just want to choke it. And it's Bruno and Anthony.
Do you like them?
Bruno and Anthony.
Like, would you say?
Bruno, yes, I like him. Anthony, he's like, I don't know, bro. He just does lots of skills. Like he needs to show us more. But I still got faith in both of them. I'm happy with both of them. Their performances in the game.
Are you happy with
Terrible.
Bruno being captain?
Being captain, if
That
he
is nuts,
continues
man.
with his behavior, because he was stropping around, he was, from what I've heard, because I
context,
refused to watch the game.
Yeah.
For context,
Yeah.
Bruno didn't. So basically, he was captain and he was just whinging.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you imagine your captain just whinging, like he'd come up to Rashford and whinge, and Rashford's like, "Bro, just play in it." Like,
What a waste, man.
your guy is telling the captain to leave me alone and just focus on the game.
I swear that's
and-
the captain's job.
Liverpool
Yeah,
are
man.
attacking, and he's walking to the sideline to whinge, and then when the ball goes out, he runs not to defend, to the ref to whinge again.
No way.
The pundits were ripping him, bro.
Yeah,
They're like,
man.
"How is this guy captain?"
The only disability in life is a bad attitude, and this guy sounds like he's got a terrible
Do
attitude.
you know what you need to watch?
It's a cold line. It's a cold line.
Do you know what you need to watch?
Mm.
You know Rio Ferdinand?
Mhm.
He has like his own podcast thingy with another United fan and some Arsenal fan.
Mm.
It's like Rio at 5, something like that.
Mm.
And they brought Petrus Evra
Oh,
after the Liverpool
Yeah,
match,
yeah.
and they were talking. It's an hour, but it's jokes.
I love
'Cause
everyone, man.
They were depressed, but then they started talking about like stories about in the past and that, and it was actually just hilarious.
Yeah, like any United Liverpool stuff, I didn't watch it. The commentary, Gary Neville didn't watch it.
Guy
Jamie
Neville-
Carragher didn't watch it. Like anything to do with it,
Just ignore
I
that they
ignored
exist.
it, bro. Like the amount of, I put my phone on D&D for like 2 days. D&D for like 2 days after that, bro. Like everyone was just messaging me. I was just ignoring it.
The group chat
it.
was popping as well.
Yeah, man. But luckily, the group
know,
chat's
it's
become a
peak.
bit more like civil. Like,
Yeah.
people aren't as like.
Yeah, we're not as like cutthroat, but you know it's peak when a group chat that's just not ever had anyone talk
Yeah,
on it
comes
is
back
just
alive.
revived out of nowhere.
Is
Yeah,
it the
exactly.
Pimlico one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
bro. I was happy that we were no longer in school. Because if I had to go in the next day and
That
look
was
at
the
like Mehdi smiling at me or Johnny laughing or somebody, I would have lost
See,
my head. I would
Me
have been
sipping
gone.
7 Up or something.
Yeah, bro. Like, I feel sorry for school kids that have to go in and just get cooked.
That's peak. Imagine.
Just get cooked.
But on the topic of sporting events,
Mm.
another one that came up was Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Did you guys watch that?
Yeah,
Did you actually watch it?
because it's UK time.
Why not?
I didn't pay for it, but
Oh,
I paid for it.
paid
I did
for it.
pay for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Pay per view.
got to support.
I was trying to look for the freaking people doing lives. I saw one guy putting it through the mirror so I can watch it. I was like, well, this is too long.
Why don't you just
funniest
ask
one-
someone for a link? They couldn't
Funniest
sleep.
one I saw
Oh,
was
Instead.
funniest one I saw was some guy on YouTube with a controller pretending he's playing it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that
He's
one.
like, I started dying. I was like, you know what? Gotta respect it.
I remember like early days, someone was reflecting off their glasses, and people were watching it. It might have been. It was a big fight.
I remember
It
that.
might have been like a KSI fight or like
I
a
remember
Mayweather
that,
fight, but it was a
someone told
big
him,
fight.
yo,
Mayweather.
It was
I remember
Mayweather.
seeing that.
Someone told him, I beg you, move your glasses a bit to the left. You're missing half the angle.
Bro, who were you expecting to win? My honest opinion was Jake.
I was like, it should be Tommy, but I just don't trust these events. Do you get it?
You think it might be
I feel like it's
a hoax?
a lot of, not a hoax, but it's like a lot of it's an act. Blah blah blah. Like I'm seeing punches that I've never seen put down this guy, and for some reason it's putting him down. Do you get it?
Who? Tommy?
Not Tommy. Tommy didn't get put down.
I
But-
saw you got put down in the
Oh
last.
yeah, he dropped.
A little bit.
But I'm saying like knocked out. Do you get it? Like UFC champions, blah blah blah.
Oh,
I'm
now I
like,
get what you mean. Sorry, yeah.
I'm like, bro, you like if I show you a clip, there was no way that this guy is getting knocked out by this guy. Do you get it? So, and especially when I see him punch the guy and then just for some reason hug him, I'm like, where's the logic in that? He's going down. Why would you grab him? Do you get it?
So these events in general, including YouTubers,
I feel like a lot of the YouTube ones are not. I'm not saying it's rigged, but just there is a level of entertainment where it's almost WWE like compared to normal.
Wasn't there a
boxing.
script that got leaked?
there was
There was a script that
Yeah.
got
actually
leaked.
was. You're right.
I don't know
And-
if I should believe that or not because a lot of that stuff does get leaked. Blah blah blah. But I'm saying like everything about it is it's not like normal combat sports. It's more on the side of WWE entertainment. But like it just you could see like similarities. I'm like, bro, it doesn't add up. But that's why I was like, in reality, Tommy should win. But the way scripts are going, I'm seeing either a draw just to make it bigger, just like how they done Logo and KSI, or a Jake Paul win. But yeah, Tommy won, which
Yeah.
is what should have happened.
According to the script that got leaked, I swear they said Jake was gonna win,
Yeah,
but then ended up Tommy winning, which then maybe people start thinking, what if they made that on purpose just so
To
that they
make you
think
think
the
that it's
script
not
is
the
not
script.
real?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
But I was actually
that's a
upset
bit
that
too
Jake
much.
lost, even though I don't care. Even though I couldn't care less. But I was happy. I was like excited to see his streak. Like he finally beat a real boxer. Like no one's gonna doubt him anymore. Let's see what else he can do. But
No, it was nuts though, because if he beat him, for some reason he'd be top 10 WBC,
yeah,
which makes no sense.
What does that
because-
mean?
So basically, in boxing, this is what's confusing about boxing. In UFC, it's just top 10. But in boxing, there's like 30, not 30, I'm exaggeration, but there's like 8 different belts,
Okay.
50 different weight classes, blah, blah, blah. Whereas in UFC, it's like 7 weight classes.
Yeah.
So they were going to put him top 10 off a certain belt, WBC, World Boxing Commission, and which made no sense because obviously he's popular, but he would not be able to beat the top 50. Does that make sense?
Oh,
Because
okay.
Tommy is not top 50. Let's
Mm.
make that very clear. He's definitely not. Like, so for him to be top 10 is nuts.
How did he just skip that whole level?
It's
Just
like
'cause
Just
he
if
beat Tommy.
he beat Fury, he would
Yeah.
have. Oh, right.
it's like, let's say, a F2 freestyler coming having a loan at Derby County,
Yeah.
doing decent,
Yeah.
and because he's more known than let's say Ivan Toney
Yeah.
in terms of social
Yeah.
media and stuff. He is now like top 10 English players currently.
Wow.
Do you get it?
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
It's
sense.
just nuts.
Oh, F2 freestylers.
Yeah.
Those two, I know them. I used to watch their videos bare. But speaking of fighting, and I like the way you just explained that to us.
Okay.
Now maybe you can explain something else because I saw him everywhere and I just don't understand what is so successful about him.
Well,
Jon Jones.
he's like,
Like what? Who is he? Because I feel like he came out of nowhere for me personally.
no, he came out of nowhere now for you lot because he hadn't fought in like 3 years.
He had what?
He hadn't fought in like 3 years.
Before this fight,
Yeah. Like he was just off.
and he
So
apparently
basically
does
he
something
is like
nuts.
in combat sports, not boxing because he's not a boxer, but like in fighting, I would say he's probably the guy that could probably kill whoever you wanted by his hand. Like if it was a hand-to-hand fight in anyone in the world, he'd probably beat everyone. Do you get it?
But they said that about someone else recently.
Who?
That guy,
Khabib.
Khabib, not Khabib, but someone like that looks
Nah.
similar to him.
He's heavier than Khabib. He would kill him.
Hamza.
Hamza.
He's bigger than Hamzat by far.
So they're not in the same weight class.
Hamzat's 6'2", 85 kg. Jon Jones is 6'4", 114 kg.
Allah, Jon Jones is way bigger than him.
Yeah, he's a
So-
heavyweight now. That's why it was also big.
Francis Ngannou, him.
Yeah,
Are they in the same weight class?
yeah.
But Francis, I saw they were saying this guy is nuts. He's the
Francis-
strongest man in the world.
So basically, firstly, I'll get to Francis, but basically, Jon Jones is like Messi. He's like the GOAT, basically.
Okay.
You get it? He's like the greatest of all time. But there were doubts because he failed a few steroid tests back in the day. So he got suspended, blah, blah, blah. And then they came out saying turns out the steroids they found were like a very small amount. It's like dropping salt in a swimming pool, so it wouldn't really affect his performance. But people still were like doubting him. And then he came back as a light heavyweight, won the belt again, blah, blah, blah. He had a mad rivalry with some guy called DC. Like, it's just, if you watch those fights, it's proper entertaining. Even like the pre-fight, it's probably like my favorite rivalry because of like the press conferences and the beef they had. And then he left again, and he started beefing up. So he was a light heavyweight, now he's a heavyweight. And he wanted to fight Ngannou, Miocic. Ngannou left the UFC.
He's not fighting anymore.
He's fighting, but not for the UFC.
Oh,
So he
okay.
left. He's like a free agent, mainly because of money, which in my opinion is stupid. And I heard some other UFC fighters say exactly the same thing that I was thinking, because there was a lot of talk about him fighting Tyson Fury and boxing, which is basically just for money, because there's no way he's beating Tyson Fury. I'll make that very clear. He hits hard. Wilder hits hard. Wilder's a better boxer. Wilder lost. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
And he's not even the best striker in the UFC. He just hits hard.
I like the way you said that. Wilder hits hard. Wilder's the strongest, and he's
It's
so
true. Like everything he is, Wilder is better.
Yeah.
But Wilder lost.
Mm.
So what's different about you, bro? You're fighting boxing. If you're fighting MMA, I'll get it, but you're not. So I don't. It's purely for money. You can't really say anything else. But his main thing for getting the Fury fight was the whole narrative of him being the UFC champion and Tyson Fury's a boxing champion. Now Ngannou's not the UFC champion. He left the UFC. So there's nothing there to actually make him enticing for Fury. Do you get it?
Oh, I see.
Like, there's no draw. He doesn't bring a draw anymore.
I get you.
He has the reputation maybe,
but
it won't be as big.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just
I get what you mean. It's almost like Ronaldo moving to Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
It's like, what are you doing there? Like, you've got no.
You can't really join the Ballon d'Or anymore right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear
Exactly.
your goals against Al Ahly or something.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So like, so Jon Jones came back and he fought some guy called Gane who's very good, and he beat him in like 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
He said, bah, after he won.
Yeah.
He's like, did Jon Jones just call himself the GOAT?
I mean, he is.
Yeah.
Because you can't really doubt it anymore. He's 2 weight classes.
Damn.
Do you get it?
Wow.
But
Yeah, man.
he's-
Respect to him. John Bones. What's that bones thing coming from? Like, what? Did he break someone's bone? Something?
No, it's just like similar. He's very bony. Do you get it? Like
He
when
does
fights,
walk a bit funny, bruv.
When he fights, he uses elbows, knees, blah blah blah.
Bloody hell.
So it's like just a nickname.
Someone I don't want to go against.
And it's-
Anyways.
A nickname that I use as well. I can't lie.
Yeah, Bones.
Yeah.
Oh, is
My
it?
private story is called Bones.
Oh, it actually is. Sorry, I clocked
My
this.
street name is Bones.
Yeah.
Back in
Oh,
the day.
shit. Oh, okay. I got one more thing that I want to talk about. It's just about composure and sports in general. Last thing about sports.
Can we give the drinks out? I'm
Oh, yeah,
thirsty
because
as
you know what
hell,
it
bro.
is?
What?
But we've been here for so long, and we haven't even done the quiz. We haven't even done a game. We haven't even done.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Guys, thank you
There's
so
no one
much.
after us.
We got our time. Don't
There's
worry.
no one after us.
But also, should we just, before we get introduced to drinks,
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
thank you, audience, for watching and still
Best.
watching, still
Yeah.
viewing, and still subscribing.
Yeah.
If you're here to this point, you're the ones that we really love.
We love you.
You're the real heroes.
Wallah. And like
I'm
once.
watching the boys.
Homelander, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're the
man.
real heroes.
You're not the real heroes.
You know, I watched that scene yesterday, bro. That was nuts. Sorry.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
You
Let's
haven't
go,
watched
go.
The Boys, innit? You need
No.
to watch it.
Oh, you need to
You
watch
actually
it,
need to watch
man.
it.
Wallah, I was
You'll
on.
like it. That's the
You
thing.
love it, bro.
It's not Marvel.
I
It's
should
not.
watch it.
It's not Marvel. That's why I want to
And
get it
it's
across. to you.
easy to like follow, bro.
It's not
So
like
easy.
superheroes, blah blah blah.
Well, why do you give that look? As in, no, it's
no,
it's
no,
very
I'm
easy to
joking.
follow. As in, it's
No,
it's
no,
not
no.
like
Basically,
complicated
it's one
at
of the
all.
only
No, you're
shows
right.
that I've watched where there's not a single episode where it's dead.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a single filler episode.
Mhm.
All the characters, or most of the characters, I like.
Mhm.
The villains, I like.
Is it like a cliffhanger-y type of movie show? Like you want to watch the next one?
Not
Like-
cliffhangery like EastEnders, where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
why'd you push
Oh.
her? Doom.
No, no.
Do you get it? It's not
But-
like that.
It's got cliffhangers.
But it's got cliffhangers.
It's got
Like it
cliffhangers.
makes you want, like
Yeah,
Prison
it
Break,
makes
for
you-
example.
It makes
yeah,
you want to. Yeah,
it's like Prison
definitely.
Break in the fact that you just want to keep watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not long. It's like, how many episodes a season?
8.
Yeah.
How many seasons?
There's only 3 out so
3 so far.
So you lot are in the season 3.
far. Oh yeah.
And
they're
you lot
getting-
up to date,
and
just
they're
watching
getting,
it.
constantly getting more and more high-profile actors coming in, wanting to come. Do you get it?
Oh,
Mm.
I don't know if you've watched The Walking Dead,
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
but that guy from The Walking Dead is coming,
yeah.
and you definitely haven't watched this one, but some guy called Jensen Ackles came in to season 3.
I need to watch this show.
But yeah,
I need to
Cool.
watch. But sorry about that tangent. Thank you guys
Introduce
again.
drinks.
Let's get into the drinks. All right, who's giving who?